You've been buying white vinegar wrong, not just a little wrong. Like throwing money away and getting inferior results wrong. While you've been grabbing whatever's cheapest on the shelf, assuming all 5% acidity is created equal, some brands have been cutting corners, delivering harsh chemical burns in a bottle, or charging you double for the exact same formula their competitor sells for half the price. We're talking about a product you use to clean your counters, pickle your vegetables, and rinse your produce. When one brand leaves a chemical aftertaste that lingers for hours, or another develops mysterious white sludge after 2 weeks, that's not just disappointing. That's your money literally going down the drain. So let's talk about the 8 white vinegar brands ranked from worst to best. Because whether you're cleaning, cooking, or pickling, you deserve to know which brands actually deliver and which ones are straight up ripping you off. Smash that subscribe button. Because we're about to save you from wasting money on vinegar that doesn't cut it. Brand number 8, 365 by Whole Foods, launched as part of Whole Foods 365 private label line to offer quote-unquote affordable options in a store where affordable is a relative term. Slapping an organic label on mediocre vinegar and charging premium prices doesn't suddenly make it worth your money. What you actually get is organic white distilled vinegar at 5% acidity in various sizes. But here's the thing, the smell hits you like a punch, aggressively pungent. It doesn't fade quickly either. The taste is acidic without any smoothness, just raw sharpness that makes you wince. The organic certification is literally the only thing distinguishing it from conventional brands that cost half as much. And get this, you're priced significantly higher than standard store brands. Now we're talking 8 to 10 cents per ounce. You're spending double what you pay at Walmart or Target. Customer reviews mention the strong smell that's almost too intense for cooking applications. One reviewer said it works for buttermilk substitution, but complained about how overpowering it smells. Performance and cleaning, adequate. Nothing exceptional. Standard 5% acidity does standard work. The most frustrating part is the organic sourcing means absolutely nothing for vinegar effectiveness since you're diluting it anyway. This vinegar exists because Whole Foods shoppers expect organic everything, even products where organic certification provides zero functional benefit. They're banking on customers who equate organic with better without questioning whether that premium actually improves their pickles or their countertops. It's the grocery equivalent of selling bottled water at airport prices. Captive audience, inflated costs. Bottom line, when you're paying Whole Foods prices for vinegar that performs like every other store brand, you're not buying quality. You're buying a logo and the illusion of superiority. Brand number 7, Good & Gather from Target launched Good & Gather in 2019 as their answer to Walmart's great value, positioning it as the elevated store brand for shoppers who want to feel bougie while still buying generics. The white vinegar, it's as forgettable as Target's attempt to convince you their red carts make shopping more fun. You get standard 5% acidity, grain-based, nothing special. It's marketed as no artificial colors or flavors, which is meaningless for clear vinegar. The taste is clean but watery, like someone diluted actual vinegar a bit too much. The smell is mild, almost timid. It barely registers as vinegar. Here's where it gets tricky. It's priced competitively with other store brands, but often slightly higher at Target locations. There are significantly fewer customer reviews than Walmart or Amazon alternatives, which tells you something about purchase volume. The free from artificial ingredients claim is pure marketing. White vinegar is naturally simple. Performance is adequate for basic tasks, but nothing memorable. The packaging is unremarkable, function over form. Target wants you to believe their store brands are premium alternatives to Walmart, justifying the extra $1 or $2 per shopping trip. The reality? This vinegar is functionally identical to great value but costs more because of Target's brand positioning. They're counting on shoppers who'd rather overpay at Target than be seen at Walmart, even when the products are manufactured in the same facilities. You're paying Target's markup for vinegar that delivers Walmart performance. The grocery store equivalent of buying a designer knockoff that's made in the same factory as the original. Brand number 6. Kroger's been making store brand staples since before your grandparents were born, and their white vinegar shows exactly that level of thrilling innovation, which is to say none whatsoever. This is vinegar by committee, designed not to offend, not to impress, just to exist on the shelf between the name brands and the bottom tier generics. 5% acidity, guaranteed for pickling according to the label. The taste is standard, neither impressively clean nor offensively harsh. Smell is typical vinegar sharpness, nothing unusual. But here's the real problem, that cap design. Customers consistently complain about it, near impossible to open without a wrench. Priced around 3 to 5 cents per ounce, it's competitive with other store brands. But customer complaints specifically call out the cap. One reviewer literally said, "Worst cap I have ever tried to open." Some reviews mention using it successfully for laundry and cleaning. Available only at Kroger affiliated stores, which limits accessibility compared to Walmart or Amazon. Performance is adequate but unremarkable across cooking and cleaning applications. Kroger's strategy is simple: offer a cheaper alternative to name brands, keep it stocked, and assume customer loyalty will drive purchases. The problem? When you're competing with Walmart and Amazon on price and convenience, available at Kroger isn't the selling point it used to be. The frustrating packaging suggests cost cutting on the wrong details, saving pennies on cap design while losing customers to competitors. If this is already saving you money and frustration, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss what's coming. When the most memorable thing about your vinegar is how annoying the bottle is to open, you've failed at the basics, and there are easier options that cost the same. Brand number 5, White House Foods. White House Foods has been growing apples in Virginia's Shenandoah Valley since 1908. Their apple cider vinegar is legitimately excellent, rich, complex, worth the premium. Their white distilled vinegar, though, it reads like an afterthought, a product they make because they have distillation equipment sitting around, traditional grain alcohol distillation at 5% acidity. The taste is clean with a slightly sharper finish than budget brands. The smell is standard vinegar pungency, neither harsh nor particularly smooth. But here's what makes this particularly frustrating. Some bottles develop cloudy appearance or white sediment over time. Quality control issue, priced at $4.27 for 1 gallon. That's 3.3 cents per ounce. Slightly above cheapest options. Mixed customer reviews. Some love the century-old company story, others report inconsistencies. Their 6% cleaning vinegar version gets complaints about sediment and cloudiness. Available nationally but less ubiquitous than Walmart or Amazon brands. The family-owned positioning is appealing but doesn't translate to measurably better performance. White House trades on their century-plus reputation in apple products, hoping customers will assume that expertise transfers to white vinegar. It doesn't. This is a secondary product line for them, and it shows in the inconsistent quality control. They're counting on brand loyalty from their apple cider vinegar customers to move white vinegar that's merely adequate at a slightly higher price. When your main selling point is, we've been around forever, but your product develops mystery sediment after a few weeks, longevity doesn't equal quality. Brand number 4, Heinz. Established 1869, is the name brand option your parents probably bought because that's the brand we trust. Made from sun-ripened corn and marketed with all the wholesome imagery their ad budget can afford, Heinz wants you to believe their vinegar is worth more than double what you'd pay for store brands. Ultra filtered for crystal clarity at 5% acidity. The taste is crisp and clean with a sharper acidic bite than most store brands. Smell is standard white vinegar, nothing offensive, nothing remarkable. The all-natural marketing is meaningless since all white vinegar is naturally simple. And get this, priced at $2.66 for 32 fluid ounces. That's 8.3 cents per ounce. You're paying 2.5 times more per ounce than great value for functionally identical product. Customer reviews rate it highly but often note it's just vinegar, tastes like vinegar. Ultrafiltration process produces sparkling clarity that looks nice but doesn't affect performance. Blind taste tests consistently show people can't distinguish Heinz from cheaper alternatives. Heinz leverages over 150 years of brand recognition to charge premium prices for commodity products. Their strategy banks entirely on customer trust and habit. You buy Heinz because your mom bought Heinz, not because it's measurably better. The all-natural and sun-ripened corn marketing is pure theater designed to justify the markup. And here's the real kicker, the vinegar coming out. Now, the Heinz plant probably shares equipment with generic brands. When you're paying 8 cents per ounce for vinegar that performs identically to the 3-cent option, you're not buying quality. You're buying a label and subsidizing Heinz's marketing budget. Brand number 3, Lucy's Family Owned. Founded in 2003 by Mexican immigrant Miguel and his wife Kathleen in California, Lucy's started targeting the Hispanic market in Los Angeles before expanding nationwide with organic and non-GMO products. Their white vinegar is the underdog that punches above its weight. Small batch appeal without small batch pretension. Fermented ethanol base at 5% acidity with non-GMO sourcing. The taste is noticeably smoother than harsh chemical competitors. Balanced acidity. The smell is clean vinegar without the aggressive punch that cheaper brands deliver. And honestly, the bottle design is legitimately durable with secure seal that doesn't leak or frustrate. Priced around 6 to 8 cents per ounce. Higher than budget brands but substantially less than Heinz. Kosher certified, which matters if you keep kosher, irrelevant otherwise. Customer reviews emphasize the family business story and feel-good factor of supporting small business. Eco-friendly and biodegradable marketing, though again, all vinegar is biodegradable. Performance is solid across cooking and cleaning applications without standout weaknesses. Lucy's competes on values and story, not price. They're targeting conscious consumers who want to support family businesses and feel good about their purchases. The slightly higher price point is justified not by superior product but by the narrative. You're helping a family, not enriching a corporation. It's smart positioning in a commodity market, and the product quality backs up the story enough to avoid disappointment. And if you're finding this ranking useful, hit the like button. It helps other people find the truth about these brands. If you're willing to pay a small premium to support a family business and get solid vinegar with better packaging, Lucy's delivers. But you're paying for the story as much as the product. Brand number 2, Amazon Savor, rebranded from Happy Belly to Amazon Savor with 0 changes to the actual formula. This is Amazon's play for your grocery budget. Compete on price with a Walmart while leveraging the convenience of Prime delivery. The ingredients and product remain identical. Only the label change, which should tell you everything about how seriously they take branding. Grain and water diluted to 5% acidity. Straightforward formulation. The taste is clean with no off flavors or chemical aftertaste. Genuinely neutral. Smell is standard vinegar sharpness without being overwhelming. What makes this particularly impressive is consistency across batches. Notably reliable based on customer feedback. Priced at 3 to 4 cents per ounce, directly competitive with great value. Customer rating of 4.8 out of 5 stars with thousands of reviews. Reviewers consistently praise it as works exactly like expensive brands. Prime delivery eliminates the Walmart trip for subscribers. Performance in cleaning tests removes grease and grime as effectively as any competitor. Amazon's strategy is brutal simplicity. Match Walmart on price, beat them on convenience, and let Prime membership justify the purchase. They're not trying to convince you their vinegar is better. They're making it easier to buy. The rebranding from Happy Belly to Amazon Savor signals their positioning shift. This isn't Amazon's cheerful alternative. It's Amazon's no-frills value option. They're counting on Prime members choosing convenience over the marginal savings of driving to Walmart. When a product rebrands and nobody notices because the formula is identical, that's actually a good thing. Reliable performance at rock-bottom prices delivered to your door. Brand number 1. Great. Value from Walmart. Walmart's great value brand isn't trying to win awards or tell heartwarming stories. It's engineered for one purpose: deliver adequate performance at unbeatable prices and watch the volume sales roll in. Launched as part of Walmart's aggressive private label expansion, this vinegar represents exactly what store brands should be: cheap, reliable, and utterly without pretension. Distilled with water to 5% acidity, grain-based, nothing fancy. The taste is clean and neutral. Exactly what vinegar should taste like without trying to be special. Smell is standard acidic sharpness. Fades quickly, doesn't linger. Crystal clear appearance, though some customers report white sediment after extended storage. Here's the thing, priced at $3.94 for 1 gallon. That's 3.1 cents per ounce. The cheapest you'll find, 4.7 out of 5 stars with over 14,000 reviews. That's massive purchase volume. Customers consistently report it performs identically to Heinz in side-by-side cleaning tests. Available at 4,700 Walmart locations nationwide plus online. The sediment issue is real but rare, and at this price, you can literally buy a replacement and still save money. Walmart's entire private label strategy is predicated on a simple truth. Most grocery staples are commodity products where brand loyalty is manufactured, not earned. They cut out the marketing budgets, celebrity endorsements, and nostalgic packaging, then pass those savings directly to customers. Great Value White Vinegar is the purest expression of this philosophy. It's the same 5% acetic acid solution everyone else sells, just without the markup. They're banking on customers eventually realizing that paying extra for Heinz is paying for television commercials, not better vinegar. At 3 cents per ounce with performance that matches brands charging triple the price, Great Value doesn't just win on value, it exposes how much everyone else is overcharging for what's essentially identical product. The white vinegar market is messier than you'd expect for such a simple product. At the bottom, you've got Whole Foods charging organic premiums for vinegar that smells like a chemistry accident, and Heinz leveraging brand recognition to charge double for the same formula Walmart sells for pennies. At the top, Great Value proves that sometimes the cheapest option actually is the best. When you strip away marketing budgets and celebrity endorsements, you're left with pure value. Here's what nobody in the vinegar industry wants you to know. They're all 5% acetic acid solutions. The differences are minimal, mostly packaging and pricing. Don't assume store brands are inferior. Don't pay premiums for century-old company stories or organic labels on products where those designations are meaningless. Read the price per ounce, check the acidity percentage, and stop throwing money away on brands that are counting on your loyalty instead of earning it with quality. Hit subscribe if this changed how you'll shop for vinegar, and drop a comment telling us which brand you swear by.